Hello, welcome to day 7 of EFT under lockdown series. Today we are going to tap upon an emotion which is again something which is very high in these days. That is the emotion of uncertainty. Some of us have this uncertainty within us, but all of us are actually experiencing it in some degree or the other during these lockdown days. Because as we realize the world is changing, and even after the lockdown is lifted, we don't know how normal the world is going to be, whether we really want the old normal, and whether we are really comfortable letting go of the old normal and accepting this new world. So the uncertainty is in terms of not just how the world is going to be, how I am going to cope in it. It is also in terms of what my career is going to be, how it is going to change now with the new world economics, as we keep reading in the papers that the economy is going down and all that kind of stuff. Yes, life is always uncertain, and we need to learn to navigate through the uncertainness. But these times call for extra learning because the uncertainty definitely is at its peak. So let's tap on that. So for a moment, I would like you to close your eyes. Take 3 deep breaths to center yourself. And with your eyes closed, think of how this uncertainty is affecting you. Whether it is uncertainty about when the lockdown is going to lift, or about whether you will be able to travel after this. Uncertainty about how the office is going to change, how your income is going to change, and even the uncertainty about whether you are going to contract this virus and develop immunity or not. Uncertainty about meeting your loved ones who are far away from you. Uncertainty about what is coming next as the monsoons are coming on. And also some of us are rethinking our life, and somewhere we are figuring out what else can we do. And since from birth this is the lifestyle that we are used to, there's this uncertainty about whom to depend on to lead, who can teach us. Whatever is your uncertainty, tap into it, think of it, feel it in your mind, in your body. Let it all come together. Feel it at its depth. Feel it intensely. And on a scale of 0 to 10, with 0 being the lowest and 10 being the highest, where does this uncertainty stand? Just make a mental note of it. And now you can open your eyes and you can hydrate yourself by drinking a glass of water. And those who have been following the series till now, you will know that we begin by setting up the EFT process, and then by acknowledging and accepting all our feelings for this particular topic, and then by releasing the feelings, releasing statements, tapping in, and we end with tapping in the positive statements. So starting now, repeat after me. At your karate chop point, even though whatever is happening in the world is scaring me and the future is uncertain, I accept who I am and how I feel. Even though I hate this uncertainty looming all over me, I choose to heal and integrate that part of me. Even though my mind is being bombarded with all kinds of things that can go wrong, I choose to love and accept myself just the way I am. Wonderful. Now we'll start tapping on the individual points. The first, we start at the eyebrows. Repeat after me. I am so worried, and I should be. The side of your eyes. I'd be so stupid if I'm pretending it is all cool. Under the eyes. This uncertainty is making my brain fuzzy. Under the nose. It is conjuring scenarios in my mind which are not pleasant. On the chin. I'm thinking about all the things that can go wrong. On the collarbone. The world is never going to be the same. Under the arm. What if everything I knew and everything I loved is going to change for the worse? On the top of the head. What if it is going to be even more hard to live in this world? The eyebrows. All my life, I have avoided change as much as possible. Side of the eye. Change is really scary to me. Under the eye. My experience has been that change has never been good. Under the nose. It is life-threatening to change. On the chin. I am too scared of change. The collarbone. This nagging worry has just taken over my mind. Under the arm. Change is just plain scary. The top of the head. I can't even think of what is in store ahead of me. The eyebrows. I am scared I will have to relearn how to live life. Side of the eye. And I'm not good at that. Under the nose. I'm afraid I will lose my independence. Under the nose. And that thought is so scary. On the chin. The world has just about begun to feel a bit stable. And then this had to happen. The collarbone. At least if I know what is in store, I might feel a little bit better. Under the arm. But nobody knows what is going to happen. The top of the head. And I'm afraid that there are even more disasters waiting to happen. On the eyebrows. Why is it that my generation has to see so much? Side of the eye. First the climate disasters, the tsunamis, the cyclones. Under the eye. And then the HIV, SARS, H1N1. Under the nose. And now this coronavirus. The collarbone. And I have been reading that there are so many more viruses awakening from their frozen state because of climate change, because of global warming. Under the arm. And then there is the global economy, which has taken a nosedive. I don't know where my career stands with that. The eyebrows. Either a new disease will get me or the falling economy. Side of the eye. How am I supposed to survive all this? Under the eye. This does not feel safe at all. Under the nose. Even the thought of all this makes my legs tremble. I can't stand. On the chin. Maybe the new world will suit certain people. The collarbone. What if it doesn't suit me? Under the arm. What if after all the climbing I have done to reach where I have, I am going to fall right at the bottom all over again? Top of the head. This is so scary. The eyebrows. This is just not fair. The side of the eye. Even to think positive seems crazy right now. Under the eye. I don't want to be one of those false positive people. Under the nose. They pretend that everything is cool when it is not. On the chin. This is just not appropriate. The collarbone. I can't see how I'm going to sustain this change. The arm. And I would rather be my warrior self and take precautions at least. On the top of the head. All this change has been so difficult for me. Wonderful. Bring up your wrist. Squeeze your wrist 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Take a deep breath out through the mouth and say peace. 2 more times. Peace. peace. Wonderful. Now we go to the next stage, that is releasing. We'll tap in the releasing statements. Tapping at the eyebrows. What if this habitual need to project grim scenarios is coming from the past? Side of the eye. Maybe it has nothing to do with the present. Under the eyes. So I am intending to release this habitual need. Under the eye. This habitual need to project grim scenarios onto the future. Under the chin. Releasing this need to scare myself silly. Collarbone. By imagining everything that my mind imagines. Under the arm. Releasing the need to imagine horrible things in my mind. On the top of the head. What if it really doesn't turn out to be so bad? On the eyebrows. But I am so scared of change. What if I am not? Under the eye. What if I can take it one day at a time? Under the nose. What if the change will happen gradually and at a comfortable pace? That can happen. On the chin. What if small changes will take place and the world will still be safe? The collarbone. And a part of me already knows that things have been changing all along. But still here I am, alive and breathing. Under the arm. I am not who I was before. Top of the head. Nor is anything or anyone around me exactly the same as before. The eyebrows. What if I didn't have to worry myself sick? The side of the eye. What if I could ask for help? And the eyes. And what if some help could come from places that I didn't think existed? Under the nose. I think I am ready to release. On the chin. All this fear along with the worry. On the collarbone. This fear that arises in my stomach. Under the arm. Up into my throat. On the top of my head. All this uncertainty, I am now ready to release. Bring up your wrist. Squeeze it 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Take a deep breath, allowing all this energy shifts to take place. Out through your mouth. Say peace. 2 more times. Peace. Peace. Now we go to the last step, that is tapping in the positive affirmations. Starting with eyebrows. I remember the time when I had to leave school and go to college. Side of the eye. And I know that I felt a very similar uncertainty then. To the eye. I felt this uncertainty about leaving behind familiar faces, teachers and friends, and even the corridors of the school. Under the nose. And remembering that now, I realize how silly I was to be so worried. On the chin. Of course, there were hiccups when I went to college. On the collarbone. And then I created my own set of friends and favorite teachers and subjects and favorite hangouts. To the arm. And here I am, leading my life, leaving even the college behind. Top of the head. Yes, I remember that now. And I see the similarity. The eyebrows. And as the world changes, what if, on the side of the eye, I am able to manage wonderfully? Under the eye, and come out on top, stronger and more confident. Under the nose. Whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger. The chin. Does that mean I'm going to get killed? The collarbone. How silly, how dramatic of me. Under the arm. I have worried about things killing me in the past too. The top of the head. But everything eventually turned out quite okay. The eyebrows. And a part of me feels like I am better prepared now. Side of the eye. The truth is, I can take surprises well. Under the eye. I am quietening my mind enough so that I can hear the voice of my own good sense. To the nose. What if the future looks nothing like the old horrible past? On the chin. What if it is time to make a fresh start? The collarbone. And I am willing to be less stubborn about being in control. Under the arm. And I don't need to know everything in advance. I don't need to know everything in advance in order to deal with it. I can trust myself that much. And the eyebrow. So I have this beautiful choice in front of me. Who do I choose to be now? That is interesting. The side of the eye. What new adventures are in store for all of us? Wow. Under the eye. And I decide to greet all of those adventures with this beautiful smile on my face. Under the nose. No matter how it turns out, I am feeling empowered enough. on the chin. Empowered to go along with the present and flow easily into the future. The collarbone. And I am allowing the good to come out of the unexpected corners and alleys. To the arm. And I am allowing myself to be pleasantly surprised. On the top of the head. I am feeling calm and confident in my body, mind, and spirit. What a relief. Squeeze your wrist 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Take a deep breath. Out. Peace. 2 more times. Peace. Peace. How wonderful. Just check within yourself how much is the intensity of the uncertainty. Has it come down? If not, do the whole round of tapping once again. Hydrate yourself. And remember to keep yourself hydrated through the rest of the day, because these are energy shifts that we are creating and we need to be better equipped to deal with it. I hope these sessions are really helping you. We just have 3 more days to go. So be with me and we shall tap away more of our worries, anxiety, or whatever comes up. Have a lovely day. Bye-bye. See you tomorrow.